All right, folks, it's time now for the best show in Memphis that spotlights local Memphis musicians and local artists. Bad Penny Promotions. If they don't book your act, you don't owe them one bad penny. Together with Memphis Music Hotspot, The Phoenix, home of the Tuesday Night Blues Jam, present to you almost live, and in most cases, living color, ABC Channel 24's newest hit, Memphis Tonight. Brought to you every Saturday morning, 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. With host Donna Paget Bowers, lead singer for the Memphis Blues band Motherlode, and host of the weekly Tuesday Night Phoenix Blues Jam, Teooro Alvarez. Tonight's guest, live from the Phoenix. This week, Memphis Tonight is proud to bring to y'all the fabulous Lorina McMinn. And playing along with Lorina tonight is her brother from another mother and guitars in her band, The Mix, Steve Judd. And for our art lovers out there in TV land, we have the incredible artwork of Don Scholand. And this week on the PBJ stage, we have our own Donna Paget Bowers playing along with Leland, Darnell Porter, Bobby Collins, and Robert Bolton. So sit back and get ready for 60 minutes of the best music and art Memphis has to offer, all balled up into the next half hour. But first, go call 20 of your best friends and tell them to tune into Memphis Tonight. And now, here's... Oh, wait. That's already been done. Yeah, here's Donna.
Hi, welcome to Memphis Tonight. I'm Donna Paget Bowers, and if you are from around these parts, you probably have heard about the McMinn family. They are so well known and well respected because they're great musicians with big hearts. And today I have one of my McMinns right here next to me, Lorina McMinn, and and she's very colorful, and I'm not.
I am colorful.
Oh, you are. Well, we're not talking about your personality. But I'm so glad to have her with me. She's been making music for a long time. You've been singing all your life, I bet.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. At least on stage since I was, maybe 11. Yeah.
Is that a lot of fun, making music with family members?
Oh, yeah. It is. It can be those magic moments where you don't have to tell anybody anything. You just look at them and you know, it's cool. It's really cool.
That's cool. And I know you're mostly probably known for your blues, but you do a lot of different things.
I do. This is Steve.
That's what I was getting ready to introduce him.
There you go.
Yeah, and tell us your name.
Steve Judd.
And Steve, are you a family member?
They would refer to me as the brother from another mother.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I played guitar in Lorina's band, The Mix.
And if you're looking for The Mix, it's MYXX.
That's
it's kind
right.
of got an unusual spelling, which is kind of cool.
It is, but nobody gets it right, so we've regretted it many times.
Have
but
you?
That's okay. We can't change it now. It's been years.
And so, do y'all play all over?
We do. We play all different kinds of music too, which is why we called it The Mix. We play a little country, a little rock, a lot of blues, of course, and a little bit of everything. Steve really likes it when we do the hard rock.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't like to sing it, but I sure like to listen to it.
The old bluesy rock, the Zeppelin stuff.
Right.
Stuff like
Zeppelin's
that.
my favorite, yeah. Well, I know that you've got a new project coming up soon.
I do. I'm writing a solo album right now. Steve's actually going to help me with some of that. We've written songs together before. We've written some gospel stuff. One of the songs that we're going to probably do here today is a gospel song. We go to church together. We're good friends. Me and his wife has really helpful to us, encouraging, and of course my
It
whole
makes all the
family's that
difference.
way too.
Yeah, and you're going to be singing at Silky's this month, I believe. the
I
1st of
am.
November.
I'm not exactly sure of the dates. I think the first week of November, the 2nd through the 9th, excuse me, Barbara is going to be at a festival or something, I'm not sure. And I do fill in and sub for Barbara, like me and JoJo
Neat.
Jeffries. So I think it's the 2nd through the 9th. One of us will be there, but you can check my
Cool.
Facebook page for that. those
Anytime you want to
dates.
know anything about what you're doing, you can go to Lorina McMinn on Facebook, Lorina McMinn, and you can kind of find out where they're playing and what they're doing. And there's a great CD out that was called
It's the Three Generation Blues Band. It
Generation
Must Be
Blues.
Something in the Water is the name of the
Oh,
album.
cool.
And it's my brothers, my dad, and my nephew Michael.
Neat. And it's still
And
available.
one song of your mom.
And one song my mother has on here.
And your mom won an award. We were so sorry to hear that she passed away.
Yeah, she
but-
passed in December. She was ready to go though. She had a great career in blues and music. She was the McNairy County Hall of Fame Music Award that they gave her, and she got to go and sing at that and everything. So
She's
it was
in heaven
wonderful.
singing right now. waiting for
Absolutely.
us. We shared her
Absolutely.
birthday, and I was so sorry to hear her that she passed, but she left a legacy behind.
She absolutely
Yeah,
did.
and all of y'all do. What a great family. Anybody with the McMinn family, you know they're talented. Even my sweet friend Dana.
Dana, yep.
But thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so
and
much for having
We're going
me.
to take a listen to these two great musicians perform. Take it away, cowboy.
Said it ain't no grave gonna hold this body down. Said it ain't no grave gonna hold this body down. When you hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground, 'cause it ain't no grave, no grave gonna hold this body down. I said go down yonder, Gabriel, place your foot on land and sea, but don't you blow that trumpet until you hear from me, 'cause it ain't no grave hold this body down. Said it ain't no grave to hold this body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground, 'cause it ain't no grave, no grave gonna hold this body down. When I look way over the Jordan, what do you think I see? I see a band of holy angels, and they're coming after me, and it ain't no grave gonna hold this body down. Said it ain't no grave gonna hold this body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground, 'cause it ain't no grave, no grave gonna hold this
Do you have a special event in your future plans that you want to be really special? If so, consider the Phoenix one of Memphis's most desirable and most affordable venues. The Phoenix is unique, if unique is what you seek. From its colorful art-filled walls to its big art-embellished double bar, to its incredible sound system and huge stage decorated with paintings of legendary musicians, to its lovely VIP section furnished with comfy, hand-painted couches, the Phoenix can serve your every special event need. Whether you're planning a CD release party, video filming, paint party, art opening, bridal shower, wedding reception, baby shower, birthday party, high school or family reunion, retirement dinner or anniversary party, even your company's seminars and meetings, anything else that you could possibly imagine, the Phoenix is the place you want to be. Located at 1015 South Cooper at Walker, we can make it special. Our affordable rates will surprise you and our beautiful venue will delight you. Learn more on our Facebook page at Consider the Phoenix when your special events are always special to us. Gallery owner for the last 19 years, I have seldomly been surprised by artists who have come in to show me their work, but Don Scholand was a big surprise to me. Not only is his artwork amazing, it's also very, very unique. Once you've seen Don's work, you will never forget it, and you will never confuse it with anybody else's work. Don, it's so great to have you here today.
Thank you.
Not only is Don one of my best friends, he's also probably one of my very best artists, if not my best artist, and we're so glad to have him at Painted Planet. I want you to tell us a little bit about Little Worlds, your Little Worlds.
All right. Well, I got the idea for calling my drawings Little Worlds from a T-shirt that I found in a shop years ago. It has a slogan on the T-shirt said, "I live in my own little world, but that's okay, everyone knows me there." As I construct my designs, I start with a basic, simple geometric shape, and I kind of work my way out until I've filled the page with this design. And I start with one simple pattern, and I say, okay, that looks pretty good. Then I add a second pattern, which kind of lays over the first one, and maybe a third and a fourth, and I keep working into what I call the fiddly bits until the page is filled with this abstract geometric designs. Some of them look three-dimensional, some have a few little extra dimensions beyond the three that we normally acquire, and they trick the eye and kind of entice you to follow the pathways that I draw. But occasionally I do a maze, that is an odd, intricate little path that has a beginning and an end. Others are more like labyrinths, where there really is no path through. The purpose is just to exist and fool the eye. I like get the whole thing done in pencil, then I trace the design in ink to make it permanent, then I erase all the pencil lines, and now I've got a blank black and white drawing. And the trick then is to decide what colors to use to color it in. Sometimes I pick corresponding colors, maybe like a dark blue on the right, a light blue on the left, and maybe a touch something like a lavender on the top. And the three edges together of each part of the design create the illusion of shadow on one side, making one side appear darker than the other, and tricks like that. Others, sometimes I'll just open up my pencil box and say, which pencils are longest? And I cut the heads off all the tallest pencils. I say, nope, those are too long. I haven't used those enough, so I'll use them. And when I've worn them all out and colored the picture in, now I've got equality in my picture box again. I don't have any exceptionally tall pencils, but I work my way down that way until, well, long story. Sometimes I have to grieve for a lost pencil, and I get down. You start with a tall, long pencil, and it's beautiful, and you work your way. you create several works of art, and finally the poor thing is down to such a nub you can't even hold on to it anymore, and I have to retire them with military honors into the round file. But I feel sad for him.
As you're describing your work, you can see images of Don's work on the screen. They're really intricate and lovely and not like anything you've ever seen before. So what are your starting prices on your work?
For a unframed, maybe 9 by 11 inch drawing on cardstock, $40.
Can you believe that? And if you see those images on the screen, you can tell that they take sometimes days, weeks, but many, many hours to make, and that's an unbelievable deal. You can get them at Paint a Planet, and we can even mat and frame them for you, but you can also see them online, and Don has a website, blog website, and he also has images and things like that that's on the bottom of the screen if you want to check it out. And for this week, while Don has been on the show, we will show a lot of his images on the Memphis Tonight Show page. So check that out on Facebook and get an idea of what a talent we have sitting here, and the prices are just amazing. He does it because he loves it, apparently, not trying to get rich.
I've been drawing all my life, cartoons, doodles. I used to get, some teachers would take marks off my papers because I would doodle in the margins after I'd finished the tests, and they thought that didn't show proper respect for the subject matter.
But that doodling was good practice, wasn't
But I've got a pencil in my paper hand now, but I don't have any paper, so I'm not drawing at this very instant. But if I did have a piece of paper, I would be drawing.
Great. Well, we're going to have to wrap up, but check out Don's work on Memphis Tonight. This segment was brought to you by Paint a Planet Art Space, which is located inside the Phoenix at 1015 South Cooper at Walker. You can come in and check out Don's works, or you can go on the website and check them out there. It's always a pleasure to see you and to see your work. We thank you for joining us at Art A Go Go, this segment on Memphis Tonight. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. If you're a musician, you probably know Danny Green and perhaps have performed some of the songs that he's written. If you're a music enthusiast, you probably have heard his songs and didn't even know that he was the one that wrote them.
Well, that's possible.
And he's worked with so many greats, Dr. John, Albert King, Levon Helm, Joe Walsh, Johnny Rivers. We won't go on with all of them. There's just like
Good.
a long
Don
list.
Nix. We always got to get Nix
We
in.
love Don Nix, so we got to mention
He
him.
produced 2 of my albums. You got to keep old Don,
And
Uncle Don in there. Yeah.
1979 Saturday Night Live. You were part of the.
I wasn't on the show. The band, we used the band in the studio.
Cool, that's
Bunch of great
awesome.
musicians. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, the reason I had you here today, even though I love to talk about all that, is I saw a video on Facebook, and I think it was something about Mayberry.
That's
Was
right.
it
Mayberry don't live here anymore. That's right. Mayberry don't live here
And
anymore.
I was intrigued because I was up the night before watching Andy, and I love Andy and Aunt B and Opie. And I watched
That's
them.
my escape. I go to Mayberry at least 3 or 4 times a week
When
just to make
times are
sure.
easier.
Yes, just to go to Mayberry. I kind of grew up in a Mayberry setting,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what made the song come about. Is I noticed driving through the Arkansas Mississippi Delta, the towns are ghost towns now. The downtowns. There are no more mom and pops. It's all been taken over by the interstates and the corporate. The Walmarts and the places like that, and the small town is dying. The simplicity of it, the beauty of it, to me, it's gone, and it's not coming back. And I can tell you quickly what happened. I was watching it, and I cut it off, and I was getting up out of my chair, and I looked at Joyce, my wife, and I said, Andy ain't coming back. Andy ain't coming back. She looked at me. I said, Mayberry don't live here anymore. She went and grabbed a legal pad and a pen, gave it to me, and said, here. And I wrote that down, and then a couple of days later, I put it together and started working on recording the song. And very tickled that it came out as good as it did. And it's country, which is fine, because Mayberry was country. It's supposed to be. It would have sounded kind of funny if it had been hard rock. Mayberry don't live here anymore, you know. But Mitch heard the song.
Mitch McCracken,
my old buddy, heard the song and put it to video, and in my opinion, just nailed it. I just did a great job with it, and explained it. And Mitch had some comments about what it's about, and I'd like for him to comment on it.
Well, what I thought was the genius of the song, it was that he could have written a song about his hometown, and people from his hometown would be able to identify with that. But people from Water Valley, Mississippi, not so much. But by using Mayberry, that's everybody's small
Everybody
hometown. And those people that he mentioned, when I was listening to the song, and I heard Otis is running a liquor store, you know, and I just thought I could see those images.
Right.
So I sent Danny a message, and I said, man, let me do a video, and when you mention those characters, I'll have their faces on the screen. And that's what we did.
Great. Well, it's an awesome video, and we're getting ready to show it right now.
Andy ain't coming back. Barney can't keep his gun. Opie lives down by the lake, a single father with his son. Floyd had to close up shop. Otis runs a liquor store. The service station's gone pump and pay, but no one cares much anyway, 'cause Mayberry don't live here anymore. Mayberry don't live here anymore. Yeah, the town still got a sign, but they've closed up all the stores. Mayberry don't live here anymore. The mayor's still the mayor, but he ain't got much to do. Walgreens bought out Walker Drugs. Ellie left town with Thelma Lou. Goober runs a bait shop, but no one's fishing much these days. Seems the boys ain't been the same since Aunt B passed away. Mayberry don't live here anymore. Mayberry don't live here anymore. Yeah, the town still got a sign, but they've closed up all the stores. Mayberry don't live here anymore. No more parades down on Main Street. And since the diner closed, there ain't a decent place to eat.
What a great video. And if
Thanks.
people,
Well, thank that man right there for
Mitch,
putting-
thank
putting-
you and Danny. And if you want to check it out, where can they
You can
it?
see, well, it's on YouTube. If you go to Danny Green Mayberry, it'll pop up. And the song itself is on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all the local places, not local, but the international places you can get it. That's what's weird now. You put a song out, it goes
know,
to
everywhere.
Japan automatically. It's like, what's that about? But no, just happy that we got it done. And Mitch put the icing on the cake, and I appreciate
Did
that.
a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, my
And
friend.
you can see Danny Green performing in the Danny Green Band and in the
Reba Russell Trio.
And sometimes he does solo
I do a
shows,
little
too.
solo stuff
and
every
you
now
can find
and
that
then.
on Facebook. Just go to his page.
I've got a Danny Green Band page, and I've got my personal page.
Check it out.
It'll
Thank-
tell you where I'm going to be. Thank you, Miss
Danny.
Donna.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Mitch.
it. Thank
Good to
you,
have
Mitch.
here. Y'all see us next time.
Thanks, guys.